Good afternoon, friends. Yesterday, we had discussed a flash type of ADC, which is also called as direct type of ADC. Quickly, we'll recap what we did yesterday. Here we have number of operational amplifiers, op-amps, okay, and we have a reference voltage that is supplied. See, for the non-inverting terminals, input terminals of the op-amp, non-inverting are all positives, are connected to this what is called as the resistance ladder. Remember, our objective is to convert analog signal into digital signal, right? We have seen two types of ADCs. This is the third type of ADC, wherein we are giving some reference voltage to the non-inverting terminal of op-amp, and to the inverting terminal all the inverting terminals are connected, and to the inverting terminal we are going to provide this analog input. Now this is my signal which I obtained from my sensor or transducer, which is an analog signal. Now this is to be converted into the digital form. This is what is our objective. Okay, so out of the two input terminals of the op-amp, one inverting terminal is connected to the analog input, and all the non-inverting terminals are connected to a reference voltage. Now in this case, we have provided plus 10 volt. It's not necessarily every time the voltage should be plus 10 volt. It can be 12 volt even. It can be 5 volt even. So depending on my signal strength and my circuit requirements, I'll be deciding what will be the range of voltages as the reference voltage. And as you can see in the resistance ladder, we have resistance in each step. This is called as resistance ladder. At each step we have 1 kilo ohm, 1K, 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 up to 7th step, and after 7th step, to reach out my 10 volt, I have 3K resistance. Okay, this is as per my 0 to 10 volt requirement. Okay, so at each positive or non-inverting terminal, I am so to say corresponding to this resistance based on 10 volt of impressed voltage. Because of this 1K resistance at this terminal or at this op-amp, I am providing 1 volt. And as we know, V is equal to IR. The current will vary, and you have 1 volt voltage that is provided at this first operational amplifier. Now here, one more important thing. I will be generating least significant digit first, and then I'll be generating the most significant digit. Just recollect, out of a bit, out of a binary digit, let us say 1010 is the bit that I have. This 1010, the rightmost 0 is my least significant bit, and the leftmost highest bit, that is 1, is my most significant bit. So lowest is my, or the first is my LSB, and the last one will be helping me out in generating my MSB. Okay, so in the first phase, corresponding to 1 volt, and let us take one example of, let us say, yesterday's example only, I'll just repeat. I want to have 2.5 volt that is to be converted into a digital signal. Okay, so what I do, I have provided this input voltage. This is going to remain fixed. Okay, so at this terminal, I'll be having 1 volt. At this terminal, I'll be having voltage 2 volt. At this terminal, I'll be having voltage 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt, 6 volt, 7 volt, and then 10 volt. Okay. So my input on an analog voltage, which is to be converted into digital form. That is, let us say 2.5 volt. What will happen? This analog signal at this op amp will act as a comparator now. Okay. What it will compare? This 2.5 volt that I am giving to the inverting terminal will be compared with 1 volt that I am providing as a reference voltage. Okay. So 2.5 volt is greater than 1 volt. Right? So the output will be on. The output will be on, or it will be generating a bit as 1. Yes, the voltage, analog voltage that I want to convert is more than 1 volt. So 1. Right? Next step in the ladder, 2 volt. Now the same 2.5 volt will be read here also. The 2.5 volt is greater than 2 volts even. So yes, at output that will correspond to, yes means on or 1. So 1, 1. Now next step in the ladder. So I have 3 volts here, isn't it? And my analog voltage is 2.5 volt. So once again it will be compared here. So 2.5 volt is less than 3 volt. So if it is equal to or more than the input voltage, then there will be yes or on. If it is less than the stipulated voltage, it will be off, or it will be no, or it will be 0. So up to first step and second step, in this case of 2.5 volt, I'll be having yes, yes, or 1, 1. And thereafter all these will be 0, 0, 0, 0. Isn't it? Because 3 volt is greater than 2.5 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt, 5, 6, all these are greater than 2.5 volt. So all will be my 0. Now this 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. This will be processed by my encoder logic. It all depends on what kind of bit I want to generate as the output. Whether I want to have a 4-bit number or a 4-bit word, whether I want to have a 2-bit word, whether I want to have 3-bit word. So here in this sketch, it is going to generate a 3-bit word corresponding to my 2.5 volt. So this is how my analog voltage is converted. Let us not bother about what exactly happens inside this encoder logic. If you are interested, we can discuss the digital fundamentals separately. Okay, so for us it is important to remember how this flash or direct ADC works. Okay friends, let us quickly see. The circuit provides the reference voltage to all the comparators. Each comparator, so all the op-amps are my comparators. Each comparator gives an output of 1 when its analog voltage is higher than the reference voltage, or otherwise the output is 0. In the circuit, reference voltages to comparators are provided by means of resistor ladder logic. Now, the circuit described in the figure acts as a 3-bit A to D converter device. Let us assume this ADC works between the range of 0 to 10 volts. As I said, it can vary. The circuit requires 7 comparators and 8 resistors. Now, the voltages across each resistor are divided in such a way that a ladder of 1 volt is built with the help of 1 kilo ohm resistances. Therefore, the reference voltages across all the comparators are 1 to 7 volts in steps of 1 volt each. And the last step between 7 to 10 volts with 10 kilo ohm resistance. So I have a jump from 7 to 10. You can have more number of op-amps as well, more number of comparators as well. Now, let us assume that the input voltage signal is 2.5 volts. It's not necessary that only it should be 2.5 volts. Just as an example, we have taken. It can be 3.5 volts. It can be any number, right? Any input voltage. So just as an example, we have taken 2.5 volts is to be converted into its related digital form. As 2.5 volt is greater than 1 volt and 2 volt, the first two comparators will give output as 1, 1. But 2.5 volt is less than 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10 values, 10 volt values. Therefore, all other comparators will give 0. Thus, we will have output from comparators as 0